Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. So we got some breaking news. According to sources out there, Kevin O'Connor, the Warriors and Pacers are currently in discussion regarding a potential trade involving Myles Turner, okay? So I did find this on Trending NBA, but I know some people have some mixed feelings about this Instagram page. This is the one that popped up first, but I did see this on multiple, accounts and Twitter and articles and stuff like that, man. There's been talks about it for the past few days, so there's no surprise, if discussions are still continually going on or whatnot. But before we get going on this, if you guys don't mind leaving a like, especially if you are liking these, NBA rumor recaps and stuff like that, would be greatly appreciated, man. So I know you guys are enjoying this content. And of course, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Leave your comments about all this in the comment section below too, man. Just like your thoughts and opinions on these trades, if they make sense, because I love reading the comments. I read every single one of them, man. So yeah, give me your thoughts and opinions. Does this make sense whatsoever? The last one I was personally hearing about, I believe it was Myles Turner for like the number 7 pick from the Golden State Warriors. And for me personally, I don't really know how I feel about this for either side. First, let's take a look at Myles Turner. This previous NBA season, he did put up about 13 points, 7 rebounds per game, 3 blocks, one of the best defensive players in the NBA. And his three-point shot actually was, I believe it was actually down from years past at about 33%. Okay, I mean, with the exception of the 2018-2019 season right there, he's been a center that can knock down the three-point shot. 33%, that's fine. That's definitely fine, right? But really with Myles Turner, you get the big-time defense, right? But I'm really thinking about this, man. And, with this Indiana Pacers squad, if they trade Myles Turner away, for one, I don't even know who they get via draft, because it's not like there's a ton of centers available. You got that Sengun guy, who I think is pretty solid, but I don't know if they're going to go for him. I guess you look at their roster, they do have Goga Bitadze right here, and I know they're pretty big on him. So I feel like at this point, though, you probably draft best available, and you're probably looking at a small ball lineup of, Brogdon, Caris LeVert. I'm going to say whoever at the 3 spot, no, I guess, man, what is this lineup even looking like? Jeremy Lamb at the 3, TJ Warren at the 4, and Sabonis at the 5. Am I forgetting somebody right here? Yeah, Oladipo don't play for the team no more, right? So probably going to a small ball type of lineup, which I don't know how I feel about that with, with having Sabonis at that center spot, man. Just like defensively, it just feel like without Myles Turner, this team's going to be lacking a lot right there. Right now, athletically, Myles Turner is still a very athletic player. So, I mean, it's not like you're getting like a big jump on that by doing small ball, because, Myles Turner is still so athletic and can run up and down the court himself anyway. But, yes, real quick here, man, let's go ahead and check out this draft order, because yes, the Golden State Warriors do have that 7th pick, as we can see right there, but the Indiana Pacers also have the 13th pick. So at this point, having that 13th pick and that 7th pick, they might be able to package it together and trade up somewhere in the draft and go for a bigger name. But yes, we really have to decide who they would actually get that 7th spot. I guess the first thing we should see is, let's go ahead and hit up this trade machine. By the way, guys, this Fanspo website right here, I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Yeah, it's not showing, unfortunately, but it is fantastic. Let me do some sick editing real quick here, man. I hired that Flight Reacts editor just so we can see the page here and everything. And let me shrink my bitch ass down a little bit and put myself up there, man. How's that? You guys can see the screen better, hopefully so. Alrighty, so first team we have Indiana Pacers, 34-38 last season. Second team being the Golden State Warriors. Okay, 39-33 for themselves. So we would have Myles Turner going to the Warriors. He's got about $18 million. So it would have to be more than just a draft pick, right? You couldn't just simply do him. Yeah, that I don't think that would work salary cap wise. Looking at the cap, they are negative $72 million, guys, with the cap for the Warriors. If you guys see that right there, overtaxed by $48 million. The Pacers are about $33 million under tax. I would say you're probably tossing in Kelly Oubre going to the Pacers, and that actually kind of completes the small ball lineup, because then you do Brogdon, Caris LeVert, Kelly Oubre at the 3, TJ Warren at the 4, and Sabonis at the 5, and that is like a very quick, engaging lineup with the Sabonis, with the exception of Sabonis. Being at center, not the quickest dude, but still one of the most skilled guys in the NBA. You can see that by him winning skills competitions, right? And then obviously at this point too, you got the pick right here. the number 7 pick, that would be going over unprotected to the Pacers. So that is unprotected. Let's go ahead and see if this ends up being a successful trade. Let's try the trade. And yes, a successful trade, man, of the Pacers and Warriors. It does say in this case the Warriors getting Miles Turner as a stretch big would be +2 in the win department. Pacers losing out right here. Obviously, you know, we don't know what rookie they're going to get and the effect that guy would have, but you're losing a lot of defense with Miles Turner. So, yes, let's go ahead and hit up this. Let's go to the draft prospects right here, man. This website's so great, bro. It's better than 2K. Here, let me go ahead and flip myself around to the other side over here so you guys can actually see the stats and everything a bit better. So order-wise, being number 7, I would say the top 6 guys that are going to be off the board first is probably this in order: Cade Cunningham, Jalen, Evan Mobley, Jalen, Kuminga, and Scotty Barnes. So at that point, you're looking at, you know, these guys being next up on the list. Also, like I said, man, remember that the Pacers have, what was it, the 13th pick or something like that. So at that point, you know, somebody like an Alperen Sengun is probably going to be available later on, so they don't got to use their pick on him right away. I would say, because Davion Mitchell, I believe, yeah, he was a junior. He's a bit of an older rookie, so I don't really know if I like the idea of them going for Davion. I would probably say, you know, in my personal mock draft, I did have Josh Giddey going later on to the Pacers, you know, with that first round pick, but I would say if they want to reach and make sure they get the guy, you get Josh Giddey right now. It says shooting guard. He's more of a point guard, 6'8" player. A lot of comparisons to Luka Doncic. They obviously want a taller guard out there. You know, much seeing that they were actually going for Ben Simmons via trade with Malcolm Brogdon, right? So they definitely want a bigger guard like that. So I think that does make sense. And then they can use that later pick. And I would say later on, a guy that I actually personally like. I don't really think they need Sengun, are already having Goga Bitadze. I am butchering these names, by the way. So I could actually see them maybe go for Usman Garuba right here. And Usman, you know, from Real Madrid, he is a guy, you know, 6'8" player, very athletic, 3-point shot. I don't know if it's going to show his stats or not, but if I remember correctly, it's not going to show his stats, unfortunately, man. But he can be a floor spacer and everything, but very athletic player. So he is actually somebody at that power forward spot that could still provide you some defense, block some shots, and maybe make that play next to Sabonis a bit better. So I would really like the idea of him going over to the team. But then really quick here, man, let's return to the Golden State Warriors side of things, because, you know, I look at this Warriors team, and I mean, are they just kind of going to give up on James Wiseman now? Because I really don't see what the lineup is here now, man. You're probably looking at Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Wiggins, Draymond, Miles Turner. Love that front court defense. That's amazing. Wiggins, Draymond, and Miles Turner. That is the best defensive front court in the NBA. Does Wiseman come off the bench? You know, how quickly does that start to kill his confidence, right? So maybe they start looking for a trade for him. I think when it's all said and done, like, I really understand that this team is looking to compete and win a ring now, right? Do they need Wiseman? I don't really think so. So I feel like if they get Miles Turner, Wiseman is probably going to be traded away. Like, backup Kevon Looney is going to be completely fine for this team. You know, part of me does like the idea of going back here to the draft prospects, having that 7th and 14th pick. Like, I really like Davion Mitchell. A lot of people agree, disagree with me on that one. Franz Wagner would be nice for the Warriors to go for. And obviously later on, they can go for whoever really is best available to add some more depth and offense to their second unit. But I could really see here, too, where like guys like Miles Turner, a veteran player, would help this team out a lot more, man. So you guys let me know in the comment section below. Do you feel like this type of trade right here, man, should be going down? Or does it not make sense? I would say out of both teams, it makes more sense for, I would probably say the Warriors. Unless at this point the Pacers are trying to get some picks back, and maybe this is like the first domino effect, and we eventually see Sabonis get traded. We see, you know, TJ Warren get traded, Malcolm Brogdon. Think about the Pacers, they're always better than advertised. Last season they were not good because of injuries. But before that, man, like this Pacers team, it just always seems like they're pretty good, man. So, I don't know. I want to see what they can do with Rick Carlisle, personally speaking. But you guys let me know in the comment section below what you think about all this. Thank you all so much for watching, and peace out, my friends.